What's up, everyone? It's time for more One Piece. This is episodes 692. We don't need the hat. 692, 693, 694, and 695. Did I say the episodes right? I think we're starting on 692. Yeah, we're 692 to 695. That's right. We're doing 4 episodes today. I said this in the last video, but just to remind you guys, today, even though normally this is the day where I post 3 episodes, I'm posting 4 episodes. So, yeah, look forward to that. Extra content today. My reasoning was because of a thing on Crunchyroll that it is it is apparently an arbitrary split. In like where the episodes fall, it doesn't matter. It's still what I'm choosing to do. I already said I was gonna do 1 more episode, so I'm gonna do 1 more episode. There's no disadvantage to that, I don't think. I also know that, you know, in the past, and by in the past, I mean when this arc started, some people said like, hey, maybe you should like try to post more videos of Dressrosa, because the pacing, with the way that the pacing is, it might, you know, it might be easier for you. Like, it might be better for you if you get more content in one video, because otherwise there might be a whole video where like nothing really happens. And I've kind of experienced that a little bit. You know, so far, like, that's really hard to do. That's the big problem, is like already the fact that I can do 4 episodes in a video once a week is kind of wild that I've been able to do that. So so like, you know, trying to bump that up to 5 or 6 episodes in a video, it's possible for sure, but like, do I actually have the time to do that? I don't know. Because here's the problem, like the recording is bad enough, right? The recording, like, that's taking an extra hour out of my day at least, maybe 2 hours. And the energy, that's the other big thing. I do have to keep up some semblance of energy. I try not to like be watching these episodes with like a blank expression and really exhausted and not taking in the information, because it's just not entertaining for you guys to watch if you don't know what I'm feeling. The more tired you are, the less it is, the less easily you express your feelings while watching something. And then the other thing is, if I do that, I'm not just dedicating myself now to doing something for longer. In 2 weeks time or whenever, when I have to edit the video, that's a bunch of extra time for me then as well. So we'll see. I'm not saying no, because I actually do want to do more videos, especially in Dressrosa, because I do agree. I think it would be good to get through the pacing a little bit faster. And also just, you know, making more progress on One Piece is better. Especially since, you know, I'm anxious that like I'm not going to be able to do this channel anymore before I finish before I catch up with One Piece. That would be very sad, but you know, that depends on if this video continues to get growth and all of that. So just make sure to support the video if you can, to make sure that this channel can continue to grow. So, because I really want to catch up on One Piece on this channel, I don't want to do it on my own. And so I don't want to have to like give up this channel because it's not sustainable in any fashion at all forever. So make sure to support the video if you can. But yeah, anyway, we're going to be jumping into these. I remember last video though, we had some banger episodes, especially towards the end. So I'm really excited to jump into this, see where we're at. The last thing I remember is that there were the toys, right? The giant toys that they came across, and I wanted some answers about them, so let's go get some answers. This is episode 692. I don't have the hat anymore, but pretend I'm throwing it, of One Piece. Woo! Okay. Recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. Now, instead of sometimes I dance during the OP, I'm out of breath, and I'm not used to being out of breath during the cube, but it'll be fine. Oh no, I fucked up the cube. Oh, I fucked it up. Ah! I'm so mad about that. This episode's gonna be called Gent fucked up the cube because he's a failure and everyone deserves to kick him in the balls. The sound is not great. It's kind of creepy. Oh my god. Wow, I think they're even bigger than I thought they were. That looks pretty huge. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, back to Zoro. How similar do you think this scene is to the Zeep Zopper fight in my prediction video? Like facing a character with an annoying voice for 14 episodes? Wasn't that my guess? Oh! See, I do feel like Pika should be using more and more of these stone moves on him. Nice! Yeah, not right now, man. I want to hear Chopper call out Pika's name. Pika! Yeah. You got it, Zoro. Then do it. Well, he might have heard your plan. Oh no. Oh, Zoro. Save the women and then incidentally save Bart. Can't you like still cross your fingers while holding that? Alright, here we go. Yep. Oh my god. He just cut the whole thing down the middle? I thought he was just gonna deflect the fist. Damn. You got some blood there. Oh, the music. Yes. Bart's like, he's so cool. Don't underestimate any of us. Doro Tenpai. Hell yes! This is one hell of a revolt! As it should be. Oh my god, stabbed him with a fork! An aid to the princess. His voice is so crazy. What am I looking at? Who am I looking at? Huh? Who is this? We haven't met this character, I don't think. Okay. It says Sprite, I mean Smite on her shirt. Oh, smile. That makes sense. Okay. Kind of a cool little like wrestler design. I want to learn more about her. Oh my god, all the ways they're like constantly spinning and shit. Nope, fuck off. Oh my gosh, don't fall for it again, remember. Yep, spin him around. Hell yeah. Oh my god! Smash him into the ground. Oh yeah, that's right. They can do that, can't they? They did that back in their village. Alright, they can't hear the orders. Oh my god. Oh my god, you can't hold him back. That's just trying to hold back one of them. He's gonna go through anyway. Who voices him? It sounded kind of like Brooke's voice actor, but I don't know. Poor Frankie, man. Just getting fucking bodied, literally. At least he's like a tank. He's got like great endurance. Oh. It's just his ear. Cool! Good detail on Frankie. This is an interesting play. Is he gonna go help the old woman? Is he like playing it off like that's not what he's going to do? What are you? Whoa. Queen. Queen. I like the twin tails on Queen, honestly. I'm kind of a sucker for pigtails. Oh my god. Oh god. Is that a vacuum? Is she just gonna suck them all up? It is. Oh my god. That's fucked. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's just an effective method, honestly. Oh my god. Oh? What? Why is the door opening? Frankie's here! He made it! Huge! Oh, the music. This episode using the character themes is so fun. Awesome. Okay, pretty fun episode. We just had, you know, like, I mean, most of it was focused on, like, the factory escape, which is cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's a bunch of characters that I'm not super attached to because we don't really know them, honestly, like, any of them. And so, you know, it's following a lot of characters we don't really know. I mean, like, I care about them in extension of as a result of the fact that they have been horribly mistreated, you know, and that we care about the Tontada tribe in general. But these specific characters, I mean, we don't really know much about them at all. But it was still cool. It was still like a cool cool sequence, and I was pretty hyped when Frankie got in there at the end. I imagined Frankie was heading towards there because like they made the whole big deal about the fact that he's got good hearing and he heard it going on. So I thought he was gonna go over there, but I didn't think he was gonna get there now, which is great. So so I'm glad about that. Good job on him. Queen is, you know, a decent little like last minute character. I mean, it's the kind of character that, like, honestly, she kind of has the problem that I talk about sometimes, where it's like sometimes Oda would just like randomly introduce a character that we've never seen before that like that has kind of no importance to the story and no bearing or whatever, and they're just introduced to make like a 1 or 2 episode threat, you know. I always use the example of like the Meow Band brothers or Pearl from Baratie arc or Wanze, like these sorts of characters where it's like they're just like a weird speed bump that is just I don't really care about. And this character is kind of like that as well, but it didn't bother me too much here at all. And I mean, it seems like she's probably going to be dealt with quickly, I imagine, but maybe not. If she's not dealt with quickly, I think I will have a problem with it. But I, you know, I don't mind her character concept and her design and stuff. I like the sort of like wrestling aesthetic, the little oops, I didn't mean to bring that up. That was from an old Sammy stream. I meant to go to this. Like I like the whole like wrestling aesthetic. I like the little the freckles on her face, and I like pigtails. I always really enjoy that. Oh, and I didn't even really notice the tie. The tie is like a weird extra thing, where it's like I feel like, I guess, is like the point of her design that she's supposed to be like mismatched all of her clothing and stuff. Maybe, like, I guess maybe the point is it's kind of like a mess design wise. Like she's got, no, I mean, I think it's just supposed to be a wrestling aesthetic. Most of the stuff fits with the wrestling thing. Maybe the tie is like a wrestling, like maybe that's like kind of a wrestling trope, is to have a loose tie around your neck or something. I don't know. I'm not a huge wrestling fan. In fact, I don't watch wrestling at all. I just have a lot of friends who are super into it. So I really don't know much about its tropes and stuff. But yeah, you know, she's a fine character. Seems alright. And, you know, that's an effective technique for getting rid of the Tontara tribe, is to use a vacuum. I'm just looking down at my notes right now. And then, yeah, Zoro. I really liked the Zoro scene. Because, I mean, it was short, it was badass. And then, like, he also says that he's possibly figured out Pika's power. So what he did was he sliced down the middle of the big stone statue and he hit Pika, right? So far it's still going with my my idea of how Pika's power works, which is I think Pika doesn't turn himself into stone. I think he just like controls stone, right? And so he like manipulates it to be like a shell for him or whatever. But it looks like he's turning to stone when he's like making a stone armor around himself. So people assume that he's like the equivalent of like a Logia fruit, where it's like if you try to slash through him, you're just slashing through stone, right? Because it just feels like when he does that and makes the armor, you feel like, oh, he's turned himself to stone. But in fact, I think he's just using it as a coating. And then what he generally does is he uses it as a coating while coming out of it, and then slips down into the stone and then like moves through it. So all that to say, his real body is in the stone somewhere. You know, you just have to find where his real body is. And so I think that's maybe what Zoro's figured out. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing on all of that. I don't think they've confirmed how Pika's power works at all. So I'm just kind of guessing based on what I've seen. You know, I'm making estimated guesses. No, what are they called? Educated guesses. I swear, I went to university. I'm making educated guesses based on what I've seen in this so far. But yeah, my thought is that he might be able to use observation haki. I don't really, like, honestly, with observation haki, I kind of just make it up as I, you know, think about it. Like, I don't know exactly the limitations of observation haki and stuff. I just kind of use it in my head as a, oh, I want this character to perceive something, we can just say it was observation haki to perceive it. So I don't know if this is possible, but I feel like Zoro could use observation haki to sense where Pika is within the stone and then cut him. And I think that's what he did. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 693 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Alright, that's as far as I got in the cube. And this episode is gonna be called Frankie Saves the Tontadas. An exciting match between Frankie and whatever her name is. Is that the princess? Was that who that was? I don't think we've ever seen the princess, right? They just talk about her. Can you save the half of you that are in a vacuum right now? Yeah, have your reunion later. Aww. Fraland, I mean. Damn, man. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! I'm surprised he didn't just blow the rat's head off. You still have to fight her. It's so great. The jokes with the little hand are always great. It's such a good bit. There's no lady. Alright, what are you gonna do? Blow her up. Just use your fucking... Just use your fucking laser. Your beam. Cool. Cool. I mean, this does actually seem way more efficient than trying to dodge him. You're all strong enough to just fuck him up. Oh, God. Oh, no, Luffy. Stop getting body parts stuck in things. I'm an expert at that, and it's not good. There are a lot more than I thought there were. I thought there would have been like a dozen. This is how I would fight people. Oh my gosh. Is it because Senor Pink's gonna come and try to grab Frankie and do the like flip? Do the weird body slam? So he's gonna also body slam this woman? And then because of leverage, she's gonna take, yeah, suplexes. So because of leverage, she's gonna take the worst of it? Oh no, he's just gonna suplex her. Oh my gosh! Is he just like taking out 2 in 1? Cause that's kind of awesome if that actually works out. Damn. Okay, maybe not 2 in 1. Still works very nicely. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my gosh, Frankie. Holy shit. Have we ever had a kiss in One Piece? Like a lip-to-lip kiss? Oh my gosh. Like in the live action we had a kiss between Usopp and Kaya. I guess maybe Absalom kissed Lola or whatever, maybe. Oh, Senor Pink's up. Oh my god. How else can we seal her mouth? I like that she's just joined the squad of Senor Pink's followers. Not a threat anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You don't have to use your weirdest moves. Okay. I guess that one's gonna get back up. Okay. Zoro, what did you figure out? Zoro's looking even more confident now. I love it. Oh, this is sick! The princess. What about me? That's very funny. Oh yeah, I forgot. You got an ability. Use it. That's so cool. Oh god, yeah, he would. Oh god, yeah, he would. That's probably better than the clear fruit, honestly. No, he's cool. The poor bird. Leave the bird alone. I don't normally defend animals in One Piece, so I generally don't care. But this is a nice bird. So I drew them ladders. Oh my gosh. He made a path for them. Can't he like stop it? You know, turn it off or something? Harakiri? It's so cool that you can just look anywhere. It's such a useful ability. Yeah, this is a perfect job for her. Maybe it's down in the dungeons. Oh my gosh, it's kind of a cool sequence. Oh my gosh. Does she just cry? Has she just cried every day for years? Because that's incredibly depressing. It's a lot of bread though. Hey, look on the bright side, bitch. Look how much bread you get. Oh. What is her design? Is that supposed to be like a blush? Huh. Oh. Well, I want them to save her. That's very cute. She's got like a weird little like thing of her design where it's like she's got like a blush, but it's made out of like squiggly lines. That's really interesting. That's an interesting design choice, I feel like. Looks like it's almost from a different art style. Yeah, good episode. I enjoyed it. I think like the Frankie suplex thing was very cool. You know, like just I know Senor Pink's coming. I'm going to use you as a weapon for him, but until then I'm just going to hold on to you and be ready for it, and then when he comes I'm going to like slam you against him. It's a good strat. I like that. And then he just went up and kissed her. Like that's insane. So now I'm trying to think, like, kissing is not something very common in One Piece. And I know that Oda is not, like, he doesn't do romance stuff, especially like, you know, one of his conditions for the One Piece live action or whatever was that there was no romance between crew members or whatever, right? Like that was a big thing. So like, as much as, you know, people say, oh, Zoro and Nami in the live action have a lot of chemistry together, As much as that may be the case, like there's never going to be any romance between them because that's actually a stipulation of the series. But like it does make me think, like, okay, so how many like mouth to mouth kisses, how many like kisses on the lips have we gotten in One Piece? We've gotten like this one. We maybe had some with Absalom at some time, right? Like Absalom, I know he tried to kiss Nami and whatever a lot, okay? And that's why he's like at the bottom of my list of One Piece characters. I know he tried to kiss her a lot. But like in terms of successful kisses, I think Lola probably kissed Absalom at one point. I can't quite remember. I did mostly scrub my brain of those scenes, but I think that happened at some point. I'm trying to think. In my head, I have like Kokoro kissing someone, but I don't know if that's the case. I feel like that's another thing. Like most of the time they're going to do a kiss in One Piece, it's going to be as some sort of joke, right? Like Lola kissing Absalom is like, oh, he got his just desserts for trying to kiss people constantly. This scene, it's like, it's supposed to be so out of the blue that Frankie kisses, what's her name? Queen. But yeah, I don't know. Have we ever seen, like, we've seen couples in the series. Have we ever seen those couples kissing? I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we've seen some, like, background characters kissing. You know, like, in, like, maybe they're celebrating, or they're like, oh, I love you so much. You know, like, maybe at the start of Dressrosa, there were background characters that were kissing at some point when they're showing that it's, like, the city of love. But yeah, it's really not often. The only major one that jumps in my head is from the live action, where Kaya and Usopp kiss. But obviously, that doesn't happen in the anime. That was a live action exclusive, and like, and I will say, I think it makes it way better having Usopp and Kaya kiss at that point, because I mean, clearly there's like romantic tension between those two, and I also like the fact that one of the Straw Hats does get some like romantic progression in one way or another. You know, it makes the relationship, like, I feel like when the like this series, a big part of it is that the characters, like, it feels like they're not building any sort of permanent, I guess mostly romantic connections with anyone, you know? Like, I know Sanji's very likely, as much as he's searching for it, never gonna find a partner, because he needs to stay in the show and be a big part of it or whatever. So if he ever finds someone like Violet, it's mostly going to be like oh, she's gonna be a thing for this arc, and then, you know, and then we're not gonna see her again, so it won't matter. And he's not gonna stay loyal to Violet. I mean, he would if they were together, sure, but in terms of like it, since they're not gonna be like dating one another, I imagine they'll just be like, oh, it's too bad we can't be together, and then leave. Oh, like, that is even if they still are bothering with the Violet and Sanji thing. Like, Violet and Sanji, they had together at the start of the arc, and it was a good way to, like, introduce who Violet was, and it was great, right? But now, are they gonna, like, when they get back together, right? When Sanji and Violet meet up again, are they gonna continue with their romantic tension? Or is it going to go back to Sanji being, like, just simping over a woman, and he's going to be like, Violet-sama, like, I love you, whatever. And then she's just going to be like, yes, well, thank you all for helping out, and you can be on your way now, you know? Like, is it going to be that? Or are they going to... I imagine they're going to properly go back to, like, the romantic tension, and then we'll see... I don't know, and then it's, as I said, I think they're just gonna say, like, we can't be together, and then leave them behind. What I want to happen, though, is for during all of this battle, for Sanji to meet Baby 5, and for them to, like, fall in love with one another. And then when Sanji gets back to Violet, he just goes, sorry, I cheated on you. I guess I don't want that to happen, because that's really horrible. So I guess now I actually don't want him to meet Baby 5 until Violet and Sanji sort out whatever their bullshit is going on. I need Violet and Sanji to, like, agree that they're not going to date each other, so that then he can meet Baby 5, and then I want them to be together forever. Genuinely, I ship those two, and they've never met each other, but I think they're perfect for each other, and I will not accept any outside opinions. Thank you. So yeah, crazy stuff. An on-screen lip-to-lip kiss. So 2 things I want to look up real quick. One, I just want to look up who Moji's VA is. Like it might just be like no one. It might not matter, but just in case, like I would like to look it up. And it is Brooke's voice actor. Yep, cool, good. I'm glad I said that out loud, that I thought it was Brooke's voice actor, so that now you guys can be impressed with me instead of laughing at me. Because you're going to be laughing at me for other things that I think. You might as well be impressed when I do get stuff right. Like, I got Brooke's voice actor right. Like, I somehow guessed the jacket fruit 20 episodes ahead of time. So, yeah, there's that. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. Harakiri. Is that a thing? Or is that a pun? Or is... Like, what does that mean? Okay, alright. So... Oh, harakiri is just another word for seppuku. Right, okay, then never mind. I know what seppuku is, and I wrote down on my note harakiri and then in brackets seppuku ? Because like I know that, you know, seppuku is a way to kill yourself, and it's like a way to do it in an honorable way, to like when you've shamed yourself or whatever, you do it, right? And so I knew that, but in this episode they called it harakiri, and I didn't know what that meant. So yeah, I'm glad now that I do know, because like that was I was trying to figure out, like, maybe it's a pun, like not that harakiri is a pun, but maybe there's a reason they use the term harakiri, because they also used it like hara-kiri, I believe, which on this wiki page I've got, there's no dash between hara and kiri. So, oh, actually, but it also says hara-kiri redirects here, so I guess that is a way to write it. Man, yeah, I don't know. Like, I wonder, I just wonder if there's also a pun there. Like, he's saying, like, I'm going to commit harakiri. Like, that's, you know, the joke there is, like, it's a very extreme response to, like, a minor mistake, right? Like, that's the joke they're making. But I thought, like, maybe, because Oda sometimes puts wordplay in, maybe there's, like, I don't know, net is harder in, you know, like, he made a net, he's like, I'm going to commit harakiri, and you know, something like that. Like, maybe there was another layer to that joke that just wasn't translated. I don't know, but probably not. It's probably just he was gonna kill himself. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna move on. This is the next episode, 694. Let's do it. Okay. Recap Rubik's. Here we go. 幾多の海賊たちモンキー D ルフィと崩すためトラファルガーローザに乗り込むも閉じ込められてしまうから追われる右みんな無事ですかみんなで助け Alright, and that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode gonna be called The Rescue of Mancherry. And then there's gonna be a subtitle that I can't think of. My brain's not as fast as it used to be. The G is funny. Nice. This is similar to like a Boa Hancock fantasy. This feels like an anime original scene. Yeah. It's probably the hardest fucking room to get to. The naughty room? Aww.
したの？もうご飯の時間だよ。
陸王様のお許しが出るまではご飯も抜きです
Aww.
ピオラ様が閉じ込められている間、僕たちもこのお仕置き部屋でだよね。ここ殺風景だし。でも
She's so hungry. Eat one of them. Aww.
スカーレット様。
Scarlet's so sweet.
レオたちなのよ。ピオラ様が割っていいって言ったですよ。後で私も一緒に謝ってあげるから。本当？
Aww, it's such a good sister. That's so sweet.
じゃあこれみんなで食べよう。
If only she wasn't fucking dead.
スカーレット様のこと大好きで。
行くぞ。キャベツ、早く乗れ。なんで僕より早く乗ってんだ。避けろ、パルル。
Oh my god. Jesus. Holy crap, man. It was pulling at the horse's head.
なんて顎だ。頭を砕かれた。
Jesus. Alright. Oh no. Alright, it can just put itself back together. That's great. Well, if you do what Kiros did with one of them, which is like chop it up into a bunch of pieces, then surely they can't do that.
武士が頭を叩かれるぐらいなら。した方が。
Oh wait, I just realized he says seppuku.
許してやるって言ってんのに。
He says it in Japanese. I hear it.
忍でござる。お主はそれだけの罪を犯したで
But the
ござる。
subtitles say harakiri.
完全に気絶して。2、3日は意識戻らねえ勢いで。
She wouldn't wake up for a couple days, really.
その能力も
No? Okay.
シュガーは完全に復活してるわ。麦わらたちが危ない。
What? Okay, so she's up.
鼻の長いやつは私のそばに来る。
シュガー様のお腹が空いてないかと。
All of them have long noses. And it's a bunch of sausages. That's funny.
おやつならグレープでしょ。バカなの。戦ってきなさい。
Oh, these poor guys. Oh my gosh, but she can actually just make them huge?
ロビンもおもちゃになってたことに背筋が寒くなったんだ。忘れたことに気づきもしなかった。
Yeah, it's pretty scary that it can just happen like that.
そうやって
背筋が寒く。
絶対に阻止してやる。
Time to go kill Sugar.
にはいかんのか。
こうなったらやるしかない。俺がここから狙撃する。
Oh my god.
この距離を狙撃とは不可能で。
That would be fucking amazing.
大きさの肉眼ではやっと確認でき
But
る程度。
Violet can.
敵は壁の向こう。見えもせぬ。
What if Violet can guide
条件だろうとやるしかね
私たちも協力するわ。
Yes.
え。圧で仕留める正確性が必要だ。あんたの戦利眼で
Yep.
シュガーの位置を
Yes, this is a good team up. I like
教えてく
this.
れ。
Oh yeah, make me a cannonball or something. Make me a certain thing. Oh, this is pretty hype. I like this. It better not cut away. Please don't cut away. It cut away. Shit! Oh my god. I wish she grits her teeth on the cigarette. She's probably like fucking breaking it open. Oh no. Are you coming on to me?
クソガキがクソガキの
Oh my god. Oh! Damn, this honestly shows me how strong Lao Ji is. Because we saw how strong Don Jinjiao is compared to Luffy. Oh my god! Oh! Bard got fucking wrecked. I like how she calls him Rooster. pop fruit. Did we know that that's what it's called? It sounds kind of familiar, but... Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah, Robin. Is Robin gonna 1v1 him? I want more Robin fights, honestly. They're getting back up. So, I mean, surely it's on Usopp then. Usopp takes out Sugar. These guys turn back again. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. And wings? Yeah, I was gonna say. Just float down gracefully. It's with Rebecca, right? Yeah. Okay, looks like it's not gonna be a 1v1 with Robin. And she's not a tramp, she's a lady, by the way. And he's got backup. Oh! Okay, you know what? These two together? That's pretty good. Yes! This is great. Okay, cool. This is a good episode, although the problem with it is that it was a good episode because it was full of pretty good setups, but there was no payoff for any of the scenes that they set up. We just didn't get any of the payoff for it. So I like, you know, that is a little bit of an issue here because I want to see this stuff, and like I almost feel like they're getting me hyped up for something and then they're moving on to something else, and then I don't care about the scene for a little while, and then I start to care about it, and then they move to something else. It's like they're constantly shifting my attention. Now, sometimes when shows do that, it can really work, and even sometimes when One Piece does it, it can really work, because what you can do is either it's like you like everything that's going on, and that's the ideal, right? That's what they're trying to do. So it's like when it cuts to a new scene, the idea is like, oh, cool, we get to see what's happening here now, right? But I feel like with One Piece, I don't like every scene. I don't hate that many scenes or anything, but there's a lot of like stuff going on that it's just like, okay, and then this is happening and stuff. You're just waiting for like that storyline to get to the point where it's starting to get good. Generally every storyline goes somewhere interesting eventually, or at least most of them do, but not all of them are 100% of the time, you know, going in some sort of, you know, great direction. Like, so sometimes it takes a while for them to reach a point where it's like, oh, this is why I care about this story, you know? And like, that's just this style of writing, I think, is sometimes you just need to find the point where you buy in. But yeah, the problem, I think, is when you're in scenes like this where it's like sometimes the story is building stuff up so that it can have all of its climaxes happening at the same time, and that can be very satisfying, but like you kind of need to still be giving us like little wins so that the episode feels like, oh, we got somewhere, you know? I feel like this episode had some really good setups, and I'm really hyped for for the potential of some of this stuff. I just need to actually see it. I just wish the show would actually show it to me. You know, like I think they should have just stayed on the Usopp thing. Like I understand, I mean, they kind of can't because they need to, there's other stuff going on. I think they should have just been setting up the problems, right? Because like what they've done now is they've set up how Usopp's about to solve a problem, and then they've continued showing those problems exacerbating, like the soldiers, you know, coming in even closer, and then like Robin comes down and they talk about it, and then they're like, well, we'll hold him off and stuff. Like they show that again after we've already seen that Usopp's about to try to solve that problem. So like if it So like I feel like what they should have done is just instead have those scenes exacerbating the problem happen before, and then when we cut to Usopp, let's just stay on Usopp. Let's just stay there. Let's just watch the whole thing play out, you know, because the build was awesome. The build is really great, where it's like talking about Usopp is like talking about how, well, you know, I have to make this shot or whatever, and it's like playing on like my favorite part of Usopp as well, which is why I'm really keen for this, because my favorite thing about Usopp is the fact that he's a great sniper. I love that aspect of the character. I think it's awesome. And like some of my favorite Usopp moments, I mean, I think one of my favorite Usopp moments in the whole series is when he's in Enies Lobby and he's like sniping from afar. Like, that's so badass and cool, and it like really, really shows what is super special about this character. Like, it's one thing to have like the Usopp storylines of, oh, he's scared but then he overcomes it, and I've talked about those storylines and the fact that I think they're necessary and they're solid for the show, and I don't have any problems with those storylines, or at least I don't have many problems with them. I mostly don't have problems with it, right? And I talked about that I don't know how many episodes it was ago, but you can go find that somewhere in one of the videos. It was earlier this arc. It was when he was doing his running away from Sugar and stuff, right? But you know, like that's fine, and that's a fine part of his character. It's not his hype moment though. Like, that's not what I consider to be his like, oh my gosh, this is fucking Usopp moments, you know? Like, even him running away and then standing up and being courageous, those aren't the things that I'm in it for. Things I'm in it for are when he like is like, you know what, I have to prove myself now, I have to show that I'm useful to this team, and he does like some impossible shot, that like something that literally no one else could do. Like, if a lot of the other Straw Hats were where Usopp was when he ran away from Sugar and then he came back and fought, well, and ended up knocking out Sugar, right? I think you could come up with a way that any of the Straw Hats could have beaten Sugar. I'm not saying in that exact situation they all definitely would have, but I think you could have come up with a reason that a reason or a way that any of them could have. A shot like this, where you have to fire at someone from a great distance and like through a wall and whatever, like without really knowing what they are, and you have one shot to try to do it, that is something only Usopp can do, which makes it extra special, you know? Like, this is something that, like, if Zoro was here, he's useless. And that is really satisfying when there's like a scene that they perfectly set up that like there's one character that can possibly do it and then they do it. It's really, really satisfying, you know? So I just want to see it, you know? They built it up so much, now I want to see it. I wonder if we're going to see it next episode, or if that's going to be like now that they've set it up, we're going to be waiting like 8 or 9 episodes. Like, that's very possible that happens. I really liked that Scarlet scene. I mean, we just got like a small little Scarlet flashback. It was very sweet, where we see, you know, Violet being punished, and then Scarlet comes in and goes like, "Oh, you're in trouble again. All right, well, you know, we're gonna go later. We're gonna go and apologize, but for now, let's eat." And it's just such a sweet scene. Scarlet was such a sweet woman. I love her. It's funny, the idea that Sugar now has trauma based on Usopp. Like, it really is really terrified of Usopp. It's actually funny, like, it's like the sort of playful girl characters. I don't know, I guess I'm only calling Sugar playful because she has like a toy based devil's fruit, because otherwise her personality is not necessarily super playful. But I'm trying to find a connection between her and Perina, because Perina like also had nightmares about Usopp, right? Like, she got terrified of Usopp. And it's very funny that also now Sugar is terrified of Usopp. Like, Usopp, the person who gets most scared by things in this entire series, is actually the cause of many characters' nightmares more than anything. It's a really fun little detail. And so the fact that she has this trauma with Usopp now is very funny. But yeah, and then did I know about the pop fruit? Like, that the fruit sounds familiar. Like, I'm specifically saying the name of it. Like, we knew basically what it did because we'd seen him use it We've seen Gladius use it a bunch of times, but I'm just wondering if I'd actually heard the name before or not. Pop fruit. Yes, I have. Okay, cool. Well, fuck me then. Alright, we're going to be moving on to the next episode, and the last one we're doing in this video. Remember, if this was a normal video for this day that I'm posting it, I forget which days these videos go up, but then this would be the end of the video. But it's not this time, because there's a bonus episode in this video, so we're moving on to episode 695. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Alright, that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode is going to be called A Killer Shot. Usopp snipes Sugar in the castle. Manifesting that scene. I'm manifesting it. I think it's actually going to be called something like Usopp's daring Sugar assassination. Or something, you know? Killer Shot, Usopp's daring Sugar assassination. That's gonna be the exact title. Wow, they just ignored you. It's like workers at a grocery store I go to never respond to me saying thank you to them. They always ignore me. They don't even look at me. It's happened multiple times. God damn. So quick. Aw, they're like drawing her really pretty right now. It's like all these memories flooding back. Aww. Damn, look at the illustrations on her now. Uh-oh. Was that Diamante? It is. Oh, God. Oh, your happy memories fading away now. Shit, man. You need Curious to get here. He wants that revenge as well. Hell yeah. Finally get to see Bart use his power again. Oh, good point. And he knows Luffy's power well enough to know that. Didn't you say we're leaving it to Robin and Bart? Wasn't that the whole point? Isn't that what the last episode's cliffhanger was about? Maybe I misunderstood it. Oh. Makes sense that he can actually just make like structures out of the barrier. But they're looking. Can they see it? I kind of thought it was invisible. Maybe it can be invisible and maybe you can make it visible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit! Fire? Sabo? Maybe. I don't want to get my hopes up. But it could be Sabo. Oh wait, did we cut away? We cut away! That was such a tease! I thought Sabo had saved Luffy. Oh my god. Oh, this is pretty sick. Oh. Oh. I mean, they got some pretty sick moves. Oh! Jesus! That's terrifying. Oh my god! Oh shit! Look at him! He's blasting through. Oh my god. Yeah, they're all just gonna have to fuck off. Because too much power emanating from these two. Man, it reminds me of the Ace Blackbeard fight. They're both not scratched, despite destroying the landscape. Okay. Oh shit. He knows she's scared of him, and it really plays it up. Oh god. Okay. Was that Kiros? Yeah, it was. Hell yeah. He's going to Rebecca. And this is a good time to go try to save her, because Diamante just showed up. The fuck's Robin doing? Where is she? I mean, yeah, this is good. Cavendish getting revenge for his horse. But you guys might be taking Robin's spotlight. Oh, I guess Robin could be dealing with Gladius. Oh! Does he have to be on solid ground? Oh no, he can only have the one barrier maybe? And it's the staircase? So since he's using all of it on the stairs, yeah. I mean, at least make it a little thinner. Luffy can go up a thin staircase. Then you have like a lot of barrier to work with. Nice. Cute. Yes! Spank these motherfuckers! I love when Robin bigs up Luffy. It's so cute. She respects that man so much. Okay. They're making whatever the cannonball is that he's gonna fire. And Frankie was having a dance competition. Damn right he is. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, you guys are gonna get spanked. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Wonderful. Well, that was cool. I'm glad Robin got like a moment of something, you know? Like I don't think this show mistreats Robin at all. I don't think it's I don't think it like it doesn't know that Robin's cool and it doesn't give Robin her moments. But I feel like it's Oda, I think, knows that we know Robin's cool, so doesn't need to convince us of it, you know? Like, it's almost like, well, Robin speaks for herself, so we don't need to give her these, like, crazy moments, because she's supposed to be, like, kind of an understated character. But selfishly, I just want more Robin moments in general. Like, look, I'm a big Nami fanboy. Nami's my girl. She always has been. She most likely always will be. I love her very, very much. But you know, with that being said, I want more Robin moments more than I want more Nami moments, because I feel like there's been a decent amount of Nami moments. I do think I've heard that like Nami moments in like time skip One Piece are so much less frequent, which is kind of sad. And I'm probably gonna get to the point where I'm like missing Nami moments. I mean, I kind of am in this arc. There haven't really been many in this arc at all. But it feels okay to me, because I think, like, genuinely, I think at the very least the first half of the show treated her so well. Like, I think they gave her like a lot of great moments, and she always was kind of respected as a character for the most part, you know. Like, I think my only complaint is in Thriller Bark when with all the Absalom stuff. Like, that's really it. But even then, Nami still had some good stuff. Like, I liked that Nami like befriends Lola and like fights for her and stuff. Like, I like that dynamic as well. So, but like, you know, with all that being said, I think Nami is treated quite nicely and gets some big moments and gets some cool things going on. And I think Robin, as I said, I think Oda knows Robin's cool. I think everyone who watches the show knows Robin's cool. I don't think I've ever seen anyone who dislikes Robin. And I think I've seen people who dislike most characters. I think Robin and maybe Zoro are the only characters that I've never seen get any sort of dislike. Like, I've seen people who dislike Luffy. I mean, when I was a kid, I hated Luffy, right? So I was one of the people who didn't like Luffy when I was a kid, before I watched One Piece properly, you know? So, like, you know, I've seen people dislike Luffy, definitely seen people dislike Usopp. I've seen people dislike Nami. Frankie, yeah. Brooke, yeah, I've seen that. And Chopper, maybe not Chopper. Yeah, no, maybe not Chopper. Maybe I haven't seen any for Chopper either. But it's just like, I think pretty much everyone's on board with Nico Robin. Maybe some people don't like Nico Robin's, like, some of her designs and stuff, you know, like people don't like the extra breastification she's got and stuff. But I'm talking about purely the character. And so, yeah, I just think Oda has so much trust in her character that he doesn't, like, show off with her. But I want him to show off a bit. And so I like in this episode that we at least get a little bit, you know? Like, this moment is, it's not a crazy moment. It's not a massively huge, awesome moment. But it's, like, it's enough. Like, even for, like, since she's an understated character, her big moments can be actually pretty small. Like, this moment is really her just, she slaps some people. She says, "I love our captain." And then she does like you know, gets ready to battle with these like big hands that are like making a runway towards Gladius. Like, that's just cool. That's just a really cool thing to do with her. But yeah, she doesn't get many like fight scenes and stuff, which we know she's strong. We know she's like, you know, she's not necessarily the strongest Straw Hat, but she's in the running for some of the stronger ones, you know. She's up there. You could argue how strong she is, and you know, you could theoretically put her at almost any strength level in the top 60 to 70% of the Straw Hats, and I'd believe you, you know. Like, even if someone wanted to argue like, oh, Nico Robin is the strongest Straw Hat, like, that could be a YouTube video, you know, video essay or whatever, and I could see someone making compelling points for that. But yeah, we don't get to see it very much, because generally she's supporting someone. Like, she's generally doing something, you know, she's like a utility character, rather than being like a DPS, which she could be a DPS. So, so I'm excited. I hope that we actually get like a you know, a proper battle with Gladius and her. And I say that as someone who, like, I'm not even necessarily wanting them to do a bunch of these battles. You know, like, I'm excited for the Doflamingo stuff. So like, there's a part of me that wants to like minimize the amount of battles we have between Luffy and Doflamingo, and if we could streamline a lot of them, that would be cool. But you know, I wouldn't say no to them dedicating a little bit of time to a Nico Robin fight, because honestly, the only other one that I can like mainly remember right now is in Skype. I remember her having a fight, a 1v1 fight against that dude. I can't even remember his name. He wasn't a very important character, but I remember seeing her do like a full fight with him, and it was just great. It was so satisfying to watch. But I can't remember many others, like, genuinely, where she's just like fighting on her own against someone. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there is at least one or two others. and people are going to be like, how could you forget this one? It was like such an important moment. There's a lot that happens in this show. We're fucking 700 episodes in almost. How many episodes are we're in? Yeah, man, like the video after next we'll be doing episode 700, which means I need to do another video of episode 600 to 700. Oh my god. Oh god. That's gonna be stressful. Once again, choosing moments and then editing that video. Oh my gosh. All right, don't think about it right now. Don't think about it. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it for this video. So that was episodes 692 to 695. Thank you for joining me for this video. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reactions, early access, and exclusive videos. You can get the next 20 or so episodes on my Patreon account right now. You can also join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.